Hello, my Taurus. This is Keziah with High Priestess Key, if I could get it out. Okay, I was about to be tongue-tied, all right? Or maybe you guys have been tongue-tied over here or not expressing yourself. Throat chakra maybe, blocked or something, right? I ain't had no problem till I jumped on your video, Taurus energy, okay? So, sorry for starting yours off like that, but if you have Taurus anywhere in your chart, okay, this may resonate with you in reference of the energy for Taurus, all right? Taurus, as I just did the universal laws, you are connected to the law of inspired action. So you may see yourself being inspired. And when you're not inspired, you may fall out of alignment, and it may cause you to maybe even feel like, you want to, you know, maybe even get yourself together and get inspired by something to get you back into gear of things, right? But let's see what the ancestors is saying in reference of your energy right now. Oh, your energy is strong because all my cards just flew on the table, but I picked them up. Let's see what the ancestors have to say about what's going on and what you need to know. This is not time stamped to anything. It's just based off of whoever sun, moon, and rising Taurus energy, okay? Let's see what the ancestors want my Tauruses to know, ancestors. Messages for Taurus, please. What is it that you want Taurus to know? Taurus and Bulls. Ashe. Okay. So Taurus, definitely a lot coming out in reference of some things that are going on with you. If you are Taurus and you have Scorpio, if you have Leo in your chart anywhere, Capricorn, this may resonate with you more, okay? With the messages that come out, okay? Because these are the signs that have popped up, okay? So the ancestors want you to know some things right now. Because I'm saying Leo. You may be dealing with a Leo, Taurus, all right? Ancestors want you to understand right now it's all about your internal vibrations. It may be some things that you're experiencing that are changing in your life, and that change always, sometimes it doesn't feel the best. It doesn't feel pleasant, right? It may be uncomfortable for you right now in reference to some things that are changing in your life, whether that's your body changing, whether that's your mind changing, whether that's your environment changing. But there is definitely some energy around what's changing around you is affecting your internal, right? So you needing to actually raise your vibration right now strongly, okay? The ancestors want you to do that, all right? Be careful of people being deceptive right now. Don't live in your shadow. Don't live in your ego right now, Taurus, all right? The ancestors is showing that in your law of cause and effect for karma, there's some things that are coming back around that in reference to what you put out is what you're going to get back. But I'm showing it's earthly possession. So it looks like the things that you have caused in your life over time is going to come back around. And something could, if you put out bad energy towards earthly possessions, that's what's going to happen to you. If you put out good energy, those earthly possessions and material items are going to come back to you tenfold right now, because that's what the ancestors is showing. I'm seeing you being inspired, the law of inspired actions, which is in your segment of things, being inspired to change. You've been inspired. You're inspired by transformation right now, which is a good thing, because I'm seeing there's a lot of changes happening in your life right now. And if not, it is occurring, whether that's you having a baby, whether that's you getting married, whether there's some form of abundance that's coming in, whether this is a family situation that's happening and changing for you. But there's some sense of transformation strongly in your spread here. Ancestors is saying you're also inspired in reference of having the courage and the confidence to get whatever it is that you desire right now, because I am seeing major things change in reference of the law of compensation for you. The ancestors is saying this law of compensation is all about what you're going to be rewarded with, right? So you're trying to shift some things. You're trying to change some things in reference of maybe how you're getting paid, where you're doing, your business or things like that. And maybe even, trying to inspire to help other people, or maybe that's what you're inspired to do right now, being that humanitarian and so forth, because I am seeing that here. The ancestors also want you to know, Taurus, to work with the crystal smoky quartz and pyrite, okay? Use the herbs of rosemary, okay, right now, in reference of anything that you're trying to acquire, any rituals, any spells, any things like that you're doing, or just to look them up and see how you can use them to be beneficial for you right now in your changes, okay? In reference of what I'm seeing here, the ancestors also is saying the things that you've endured in reference of financial things, like I said, about the things that's coming back around for you, what you've endured in reference of your maybe even your home life, or maybe even your cars, your home, your money, whatever the earthly possessions is that you've endured and had situations around in the past. The ancestors is showing these things are starting to shift for you. And that's the changes that are happening. Ancestors is saying that you still have some healing to do, okay? You still have some healing to do, especially my mothers that's out there, that's Geminis. And some of you, you may have endured some things around medicines and things that you need to take to heal, okay? Also, in the law of things that are changing, I'm seeing your finances is changing, and also some form of communication with someone, but be very careful, okay, around deceptive energy, in the around your compensation as well. Be careful of scammers and things like that, people who may be trying to come at you in reference of some type of financial situation. Also, I'm seeing a lot of love given to you for those Tauruses that may have a daughter. I'm seeing that in the segment of your spread, so that may be something that changes, or you're getting a lot of love, or you may feel the love from your daughter. If you guys have daughters, if you don't, this is in reference of just feeling the love from the universe. All right, clarity on the spread for my Tauruses, please. Clarity on the spread for my Tauruses, please. Clarity on the spread for my Tauruses, please. Yeah, that's that energy. Because the ancestors said, and be careful, Tauruses, how you use your how you speak, because some things coming out about your speaking, how you speak to others, who you talk to, how just your voice, it's coming out in reference of giving you a warning in reference of some things that you're talking about. Don't tell everybody your business. The ancestors is saying that, because I am seeing that here, okay? Because I am seeing some things come up that is definitely screaming in reference of, some things that are around your home life. And the ancestors want you to know it's true that, it is here in reference of, what you've endured with your home life, and your earthly possessions is changing. The ancestors is stepping in for my Tauruses right now. But you got a lot here about releasing, transformation. You got the full moon energy here in reference of transformation as well, which is also about your about bringing things to the light, Taurus, okay? You're going through a full metamorphosis, is what the ancestors is saying. A full metamorphosis. You are transforming. All right, that is basically your message here. And the ancestors want you to be very careful about the things that, the do's and the don'ts. Don't like I told you, be careful how you speak, and don't get in arguments, don't get in fusses and fights with people, because it can become to your demise. And this is a warning. The ancestors is saying they working with you in reference of these changes that are happening. I'm seeing a lot here, even some things in reference of raising your vibration, in reference of learning something new, maybe a trade, a skill, something that that's going to help you elevate, right? Even raising your vibrations. But it makes ancestors say, be careful, don't be a people pleaser, okay? Be careful of who tries to use you up in reference of the things that you have as well, okay? Ancestors is saying you're going to get justice in reference of the things that someone has been deceptive about in reference of love, or even if you're being judged by something, there's something that's going to change with that too. I'm definitely seeing there's something hidden though, okay, like I said, about some type of financial situation or about love. So you want to be very careful in that segment there, because the ancestors is showing it to me, okay. Go ahead and put some offerings up for your ancestors, okay. Be very careful and watch your throat chakra. Maybe that's what that was, because I keep getting about your mouth, about your throat chakra, about you talking, about you, it's that's coming through as well. And the ancestors is saying you're changing, but those do's and those don'ts is the warning in reference of don't be talking too much. Don't be, fussing with people too much. Don't do it, because I'm seeing it could be a blow up that goes wrong. Okay. And I'm seeing that your home life could be upside down, or may have been a situation where your home life or something around some form of even technology may have went out for you. Maybe your computer or something went out. And the ancestors is showing that you're coming through that as well. There's going to be some form of healing towards that as well. I'm seeing some things. You ancestors say you're a warrior, but you gotta move through this transformation by releasing some things, reassessing some things. And the ancestors definitely want you to work with this full moon, okay. Work with this full moon energy in reference of releasing some things, Taurus, okay, because the ancestors is saying whatever is transforming with you is going to bring good changes, okay, especially around your finances and around business, and also for your communication skills. So that's what's coming back to me about this class, or something that the ancestors want you to do, okay. Also in reference of, be careful, like I said, about you speaking, who you tell things to, because that goes back to ownership, that goes back to security as well. So what you may own, or you may have some type of security issues or some type of ownership issues around home or car or something like that. Ancestors want you to be very careful on what you speak or what you say, okay. Because that was the main message that came out. And be very careful, because if you don't mind, pretty much ancestors say minding your business throughout this transformation, it could bring on some form of emotional instability and emotional damage to yourself, which can cause heartbreak, right? Could cause you some type of emotional trauma and things that you've already went through, and you don't want to go through that all over again, right? So, if you feel that something is being deceptive still, remove yourself from it, release it, let it go. If you feel like it's something that's shaky in reference of your home life, in reference of, even a father figure or your baby father or something like that, it may be time that you let that go. It's time for you to heal, is what the ancestors are saying for some of my Tauruses. And for some of my Tauruses, this is something changing with your home life, even becoming a mother, but I'm seeing on your finances and the things that are changing is that the sun, the most high, is definitely looking down and shining their light on your finances in some shape, form, or fashion. But you have to do what you have to do to acquire this. You have to be inspired for change. You have to be inspired for transformation in some shape, form, or fashion. You can't sit in something and feel that it's going to change and you're not inspired to do the changes. Okay, that's like insanity. Okay, so the ancestors is saying there's major things here for you to do, and changes is what they want you to do to be true to you. All right, so that is your message, Taurus. Be confident, have courage in this change and the changes that are happening for you. Mind your business, keep your mouth closed, and don't tell everybody your business and what's next for you. All right, and you'll be just fine, Taurus. That is the energy that is around you. Peace. I'll see you soon.